Hi everyone, welcome to Vortex with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not either any of these blokes. Today's video is going to feature three different videos, three different replays. This one featuring the Luchs at Tier 4, Tier 4, Tier 5 and Tier 7 is going to be the focus of today's video. Sorry, something sounded a little bit odd there. Thought I heard a helicopter flying over my house. Of course, it's not a helicopter at all. It's those planes flying around Erlenberg, somewhere around, I can't see where they are. But anyway, here we go. The first replay features Tanker Kid from Banff Clan. Tanker Kid in the Luchs. He's platooned up with his old mate Monash SQ. As far as I know, Monash is the guy in the driver's seat in Banff Clan. Lucky enough to meet a few of the Banff lads in Melbourne a couple of times this year already, and I'll tell you what, it's always they're always up for a laugh. Don't worry about that. Let's have a look at this replay though. This is Tanker Kid and Monash, both platooned up in their Luchs as a Tier 4 German light tank. It's the one with the auto load up. It's a 30mm gun. Gee whiz, 30mm doesn't sound like much, does it? 30 damage per shot, 95 penetration with standard rounds. APCR is 110. It's only an extra 15mm of penetration, but I guess 15mm is close, more than 15% on a 90mm gun. Anyway, let's have a look, see how we go here. He's looking up the eastern flank of Erlenberg. He spotted an M4, a Panzer 4H. Now, I haven't seen his 6th sense go off. Not sure if he's got 6th sense. I haven't watched this replay in its entirety. That looked like an artillery shell flying through the sky there. Look at the artillery graphics from artillery shells. Certainly do look pretty impressive if you ask me. Now, the third game in this replay will feature an artillery replay, but I'm assured it's a pretty good one, as Tanker Kid puts some pain into the M4 at Tier 5. It sounds like some more machine guns firing, probably from Monash SQ. Of course, the Luchs tank, it's a bit of a shits and giggles tank, as Tanker Kid picks up his first kill, gets rid of the Panzer 4H. He loses his ammo rack from the PZ4 Hydro. That's a premium Tier 5 German medium tank. Quick tap of the 4 key fixes the ammo rack in that one. He starts looking around, showing great restraint here. In a tank like the Luchs, which is known for its speed, pretty sure it branches off from the Panzer 1C. And everyone knows what the Panzer 1C is like at Tier 3. So it runs around. It's a bit of a shits and giggles tank, I guess you'd call it. Running around pretty quick, fast firing, auto loader. You'd call it a machine gun, wouldn't you, really? Looks like Monash is on pretty low hit points there, down to 144 hit points. Tanker Kid on 227, not doing too much better than Monash as far as how many hit points he's got up his sleeve. Holding back though, it is a Tier 6 game, some pretty big Tier 6 guns in this game. The SU-100, the KV-2, they could both send either Monash or Tanker Kid back to the garage with one big derp shell. Even the Cheeto might not have the highest alpha gun in the world, but pretty accurate, and could certainly get rid of a Tier 4 German light tank. Finds the Hydro, who's clearly looking elsewhere, puts a few machine gun shells into the premium German Tier 5 medium tank, sends him back to the garage, and for the first time in this game, Tanker Kid, Monash and the rest of the team are up by a tank, 6-5. Artillery gets taken out by the enemy grill. Gee, I see the grill. What's a Tier 10 tank destroyer doing here? Of course there's a grill at Tier 5 as well. Of course it's German artillery, as Tanker Kid waits for his gun to reload. It's just about reloaded now. Maybe looking to do a bit of a wolfpack into this M4. And an M4 from memory, he's got a bit of a derpy kind of gun. We'll see what happens if they can isolate the American Tier 5 medium tank. They might have a chance. It'll be 3 against 1. You can see the Type 58s come to play as well. And that M4 is on pretty low hit points. M4 shoots and misses. Tanker Kid auto aims, kills, and that's kill number 3 for Tanker Kid. With the score at 8-10 though, they still need to do something. There's an artillery shell from one of the low tier artilleries on the enemy team, either the Birch gun or the AMX 105 AM, both at Tier 4. And you can see the difference in Erlenberg. I'm still getting used to the difference in Erlenberg. It looks like a totally different map. It's certainly been flattened out and made some changes. There's the Leopard on the enemy team. Now that's a Tier 5 Leopard, not the Tier 10 Leopard, which you might be used to. And Tanker Kid nearly spins his tank, gets the rear of the Leopard, unloads his machine gun, goes for a bit of a tank. You can see what happened there. Looks like It looks like somebody was shooting. I don't think it was the Leopard though. I think he used up one of his 9 lives there, Tanker Kid. The Type 58 ended up getting the kill on the Tier 5 German light tank. I think it was a light tank. Could be a medium. Who knows? At Tier 5. Anyway, the score's 9-10. Tanker Kid on 485 hit points of damage. A little bit of assisted damage. Monash is still alive at 144. 3 kills. And they're running around in their little Tier 4 German light tanks. Little Luchs, which is a shits and giggles tank. Now, for some reason, I think artillery's down here in this corner. I think they've exhausted the search down here. No, not down here. Let's keep looking. Still got premium ammunition loaded. And that's probably got in the back of their mind that they might have to come up against a KV2. Or even the AT2's got a pretty decent amount of armour for the tier. Tanker Kid and Monash sweeping down the south. I haven't seen 6 cents go off in this guy. It tells me he probably hasn't got it. It is tier 4 after all. Looks at the side of the AT2. That's what I'm talking about as far as ammunition goes. Monash and Tanker Kid from Banff Clan down here. They don't have artillery support anymore. They're down by a tank, 9-10. They're on Erlenberg. 9-10. There's a Hetzer there. Looks like that Hetzer would most certainly be spotting, at least proxy spotting Monash from where he is. Monash unloads a few shells into the Hetzer, takes him down to 182 hit points. Tanker Kid on 3 kills. Monash yet to get a kill. Monash still alive though, keeping that Hetzer lit, but there's nobody can really shoot that Hetzer other than Tanker Kid. These 2 tanks back near the base are certainly not going to be aiming all the way down here, and there's no artillery to help him. So, I don't know if Monash should maybe run away, or who knows. The 2 tank destroyers in the north really aren't going to be engaging these enemy tanks. The SU-85 right here in the central northern part, that's going to be the focus of our next replay. Next replay is going to feature my old mate Thaddeus in the Russian tank destroyer, the one that I think he's probably grinding towards a 268 version 4. Of course, that's probably the most overpowered tier 10 tank at the moment, until they'll probably nerf it just after I buy it. That's normally what happens. Score's 9-10. Looks like Monash is on the cap circle. No, he rolled off the cap circle. He's back towards Tanker Kid now. Tanker Kid unloads into the Hetzer, gets his 4th kill. Artillery shoots and misses. Enemy artillery was certainly looking his way. The AT2 shoots and damages Tanker Kid for 77 hit points. That tells me he doesn't have 6 cents. He's running around trying to make this little tank as hard a target to hit as humanly possible. Running back up towards the eastern part of Erlenberg. 7 minutes to go. 4 kids to the Tanker Kid. The KV2, that's going to be a challenging one. The Cheeto could be an easy one to get rid of on 134 hit points. The IKV-65 2 certainly thinks that. Gets rid of the Cheeto, and that just leaves 1 tier 6 tank left. Of course, the AT2 is probably going to be the most challenging one to penetrate. For most of these tanks, apart from maybe the IKV-65 2, the AT2, even though it's tier 5, I think the armour is pretty solid. Just going by Tanker Kid shooting APCR into it not too long ago. It sounded like Banff shooting towards the KV2. They know that the KV2 can one-shot them. They could one-shot either Luchs. They could probably one-shot the SU-85 as well. I'm not sure about the IKV. We'll see, but it's going to be a case of who cops the derp shell. Hopefully the KV2 misses. There's Tanker Kid looking for a bit of a sneaky angle to get behind the tier 6 Russian heavy tank with the derp. Which way is that derp cannon aiming? He is aiming Tanker Kid's way. He wants him to shoot, but he doesn't. He auto aims, unloads a little bit. Now he fired, then the KV2 fired, so everyone needs to move in on him. He only took a little bit of health off the KV2, 64 hit points, but looks like Monash is shooting from a different angle. Artillery just fires. The IKV-65-2 put a shell into the KV-2. Tanker Kid will be hoping that he unloads in time. Puts a few shots into the KV-2, waits for the reload, and in the end the SU-85 picks up the kill. And for the first time in a long time they're winning this 12-11 on Erlenberg. These little tier 4 Luchses, there goes one artillery shell. The little tier 4 Luchses, 2 artilleries left. There's the AMX 105 AM. Of course, with these little machine gun autoloaders, it does take a while to aim. So the Tanker Kid coming up towards the AMX 105 AM. He needs to keep moving though, because the other artillery, the Birch gun, could be aiming his way. The AT2 last spotted down there in the south. He gets rid of the AMX 105 AM. 13-11 the score now. That's 5 kills to the tanker kid from Banff Clan. And of course, Monash back up there in the north, looking to come around and help his mate. Just 2 tanks left. We'll be searching for the Birch gun. Not sure how quick the Birch gun is, how quick it is at relocating. I know the tier 6 is quick, but I'm not sure about the tier 4. Look, I'd be guessing. I suppose they could probably check out K1. Is that the area they checked out before, down there in K1, or was it the other? I think it might have been the other side. Let's see how he goes. 5 kills to Tanker Kid from Banff Clan. In the tier 4, German light tank, the Luchs, 987 damage done. A little bit of assisted damage, as he's looking for the AT2 as well as that Birch gun. Now the AT2 was pretty hard to penetrate. There's the Birch machine gun. Kills him with the ram in the end, which is a bit of a brave move, and that brings the score back to 14-11. 6 kills to the Tanker Kid. That's the top gun. The AT2 on full health. Tanker Kid auto loans. It looks like the AT2 is not aiming his way, but he'll take the kill anyway. 7 kills in the end. 15-11. Wasn't looking that close for a lot of. That result, but in the end, it's an Ace Taker Mastery Badge for Tanker Kid from Luchs Clan, from Banff Clan, in the Luchs little tier 4 German light tank with the machine gun. Ace Taker Mastery Badge. Bad game for Monash is what he's entitled this replay. Picked up the Hand of God medal, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, All X medal for killing 2 higher tier tanks, Pascucci's for killing the 2 artilleries, Top Gun for getting those 6 kills. He actually got 7. He had a pretty good game. 1237 base experience at tier 4, 1344 damage done. That IKV 65 Mark II, he got 1600, but only had 2 kills, and of course being a higher tier means he got a little bit less experience in that one. Cost him nearly 100,000 credits though, even with a premium account. That's with firing full gold. That sounds pretty expensive for tier 4. Even firing full gold at tier 10, you don't get those kind of losses. But not a bad game for Tanker Kid from Banff Clan. He says it was a bad game for Monash. Monash still finished in the top 5, so you can't say he did too badly. A lot of other passengers in that game. As we move on to our second game, this triple shot of World of Tanks 1.0 action. This features my old mate Thaddeus from 1AR Clan. Thaddeus in the SU-85 at tier 5. The SU-85, of course, the one he tells me is on his way to the Object 268 version 4. Looks like he's got a little bit of a way to go if he's at the SU-85, but why wouldn't you go for that tank? It's probably it's got a pretty good rap at the moment at tier 10. I don't have one yet. I don't even have it unlocked yet. I'm probably about halfway through. I'm running around in the tier 9, the old box tank, the old 263, which used to be at tier 10. Now it's a tier 9, and that's what I'm running around in at the moment. And if you want to see me play that pretty badly, check me out on Twitch. Link will be down below. As we check out Thaddeus's SU-85, I'll have a quick mouthful of coffee. Showing a bit of patience, kicking back on the hill. Decides it's time to move forward. It's a tier 7 game, so he needs to show a little bit of restraint. Standard rounds, 85mm, 180 damage, 144 penetration. Premium's 194, so an extra 50mm of penetration. With the APCR rounds, he's got the camo net fired up. He doesn't want anyone to see him. And look, I don't blame him in this tier 7 game. You don't want the Tiger P, don't even want the OI at tier 6 shooting at this bad boy, the SU-85. Looks like it can pull off some pretty groovy bounces with that well-angled Russian armour, but you wouldn't want to rely on it, especially in a tier 7 battle. Thaddeus looks to put a shot into the SU-100. That'll be a handy one to get rid of in this one. The enemy T-67's already been taken out of the game, and looks like the Hellcat might be going for a bit of a go. He shoots and bounces that SU-100. Unlucky. It looks like something pretty big just hit that Hellcat for 400 odd hit points before the Leopard picked up the kill on the tier 6 Russian tank destroyer. 2-1's the score. Thaddeus just getting into the game now, going to try and help this Hellcat Doesn't want to throw his tank away too early. Something pretty big did hit that Hellcat for 400. Now, what could have that been? 400, maybe the OI. That's probably about it, unless there was, that annoying Tier 5 French artillery, the premium artillery, that left 18P2 got a lucky penetration on the Hellcat, which is certainly a possibility. Thaddeus aiming towards these tanks now, hoping that the Hellcat doesn't get in his way. The first shot looks like it went nowhere. Aims for the kill, gets rid of the top tier German heavy tank, the Tiger P, towards the M4 now. Not sure if he's spotted it or not. I haven't seen his 6th sense go off. He may or may not have it. It is tier 5 after all. Puts in another killing shot, getting rid of the M4. That brings the score up to 6-2, winning by 4 tanks. OI and the T1 heavy last seen in this little vicinity here. That is deciding to go down this eastern road. Will he have a shot on these tanks if he turns around? Doesn't look like he will. Looks like they're pretty well behind cover. So Thaddeus doesn't stuff around. Heads down the southeast corner. Around this road. And what's he going to find around here? 8-3's the score. 338 damage done. Doesn't see anything around the corner. Finds that left. B2. It's not only annoying to say, it's a pretty annoying tank. Puts one shot into the premium tier 5 French SPG. Doesn't quite pick up the kill. The kill gets that Hellcat who nearly got taken out very, very early on. Picked up that kill. 544 damage. 544 damage done by Thaddeus already. Picked up a kill or two. 2 kills he's picked up. Haven't seen 6th sense go off. Turning to look towards the Panzer 4H. Puts one shell into the Panzer 4H. 6th sense doesn't go off, but we know he's lit at that kind of range. 12-5, 12-6 the score. Now, a couple of friendly tanks just got taken out. Thaddeus still on full health. 350 hit points. He's picked up 816 hit points of damage. Looking for some cheeky shots out there. There's an AMX ELC running around in the middle of the map. That's probably going to be Thaddeus's next target. It looks like it is. ELC. Is he going to crest that ridge? I'm not sure. The E25 you can see on the mini-map, but obviously you can't see him because he's out of Thaddeus's render range. IKV-65-2 looks like he might be the next target over there. That Leopard in a little bit of trouble on 146 health. IKV-65-2 could probably get rid of that Leopard with one quick shot. And he does. 13-7 now as Thaddeus goes for a little bit. But wants to keep his IKV-65-2 lit. He doesn't want to throw his tank away, but he certainly wants to get a little bit more damage. 816, which is over double the hit points that he brought into this game. And he's looking for that IKV. There you go. He certainly must be spotted now. Aim. Thaddeus, there he goes. Puts one shot into the IKV-65-2. Not sure why the IKV is not shooting. He does shoot. Takes him for 240. He wants that guy to die pretty quickly. He does. Picks up his 4th kill because he was pretty close to getting blown apart. Only on 110 hit points. That IKV-65-2 took him for 240 health. So it's only 2 shots for Thaddeus to go from full health to 0. Looking towards that E75. This is going to be a good one, is it? Yes, it is. Puts a shot into him. Takes him down to pretty lows. He's going to blind shot it. He does. Gets the blind shot. Picks up the 5th kill. And he'll say thank you very much. Nearly 1,400 hit points of damage we have. And we'll see. That is enough for an Ace Taker Mastery Badge. That's my old mate Thaddeus from 1AR Clan in the SU-85. The SU-85 is the Tier 5 Russian non-turreted tank destroyer. Ace Taker Mastery Badge. Fighter medal for getting 5 kills. 5 for effect. Helenon's medal, is that how you say it? For getting 2 tanks in a tank destroyer that are 2 tiers higher. Of course, he killed that E25 at tier 7, as well as that IKV-65 Alt 2. No, that was tier 6. Tiger P, of course. Tiger P was the other tier 7. That's why I got that medal. 1,494 hit points of damage, 5 kills, 968 base experience. That's pretty low for an ace, but you'll take it. He would have got a bit of a bonus because he's low tier in that game. He was tier 5 in a tier 7 battle, so you do get a bit of a bonus, but not too bad at all. This guy won't be too happy. Ronaldinho, 1,803 damage. Not enough to get the will. Thaddeus to get the win. Thaddeus getting his 5 kills, 1,500 damage, 968. base experience, 13 shots fired, 12 hit, 11 did damage. Your beauty, Ace Tanker, thank you very much. Made nearly 40,000 credits, not firing any gold. With a premium account, of course, makes a bit of a difference there. Unlike our old mate, the Tanker Kid, who cost him, I cannot believe how much that Tier 4 game in the Luchs cost the Tanker Kid from Banff Clan in that Erlenberg battle. Let's move on to our third and final replay. This time featuring the Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan. Now, the Ace of Spades sent me a couple of replays featuring the M12. The M12 is a Tier 7 American self-propelled gun, the artillery piece. And we'll just quicken this one up because this one does go for a little while as the Ace of Spades gets into position. Looks like he's aiming towards those Tigers and the IS. Have a look at them. Have a look at those tanks. They're all been spotted absolutely beautifully by the AMX 1375, I would say. Puts one shell into the E-75. It's a Tier 9 game. Tier 9 game in a Tier 7 artillery piece can be, well, it's probably all right if you're kicking back in the back corner. Try not to get spotted. Now running a little bit short of time, so quickening up this replay. We're going to see if he can start chipping away at those enemy tanks. Now, just speed. He's got binoculars. Now, I'm not sure. I'm no expert on I'm no expert on artillery. I guess binoculars could be handy if you're about to get spotted, and I don't know. What kind of equipment would you put in an artillery? I'd be looking at vents if you could, rammer if you could, and whatever makes artilleries aim quicker, I guess. Not sure if binoculars. I guess some tanks you can put vents, some you can't. So maybe binoculars is a valid. Maybe it's a valid option. That shell doesn't quite land on the T-44. You can see now he does mention, he might be saying, why is Ace of Spades playing artillery for? Ace of Spades is a very, very good player. He's sent me some awesome replays in the past. He's had some issues with his ping. You can see his ping in the top left part of the screen at 440 odd, and he said his ping has been fluctuating between 400 and 500 of late. I don't think it's anything to do with, I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it's his connection or if it's maybe I don't know. I'd be guessing, so I'm not going to guess. Looking towards that Tiger 1 now. Moves out. They look like fireworks. The old shots. He hasn't done a great deal though. Looks like he's done 100 damage so far into the E-75 and the Tiger P. I think there's been a couple of blind shots though. We'll just see how he goes. Platoon on the enemy team. Platoon of 3 Tiger 1s. Interesting. 3 Tiger 1s in a platoon. You're not often going to get. Fortunately, when you're platoon, especially with 3 heavy tanks, you're not often going to be top tier, aren't you? I think that's the challenge that Wargaming have at the moment with platoons. You just don't. You always seem to be in the bottom half when you're platooning. It's one reason where I'm a little bit hesitant to platoon at times, because the matchmaking seems to just screw you over a little bit. 2 1s a score. Ace of Spades is just chipping away at these tanks in the middle. There's at least one of those Tigers is in the middle of the map. Shoots towards the Emil, misses again. 2 1s a score. 10-minute mark goes. Now this does go for a little while, this replay, so I've got it on double speed. Don't want to piss off too many people. Shoots towards the E-75, gets some critical hit, gets a little bit of assisted damage, so crew damage. Looking at the gun of the M12, it's a 155mm, 700 damage for 39 penetration. And as usual, with premium rounds, it is very, very similar, but the splash damage would be about an extra meter. He's helping Messi there. Wonder if that's the same Messi who plays soccer on the world stage. Who knows? Messi in a defender. Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan. Looking at that E-75. Chooses not to try and get the kill. Knows that the FV201 A45 is going to do that. And So far, he hasn't had the best game of his life. 334 damage done, 847 assisted damage. Pop some more critical damage into that Tiger. Get some more assisted damage by having the crews stunned. And I think that's possibly the way to have a good game in artillery nowadays, maybe, is to try and get more assisted damage and damage when the crew's stunned. That certainly is the way to get your missions out of the way, that's for sure. Anyway, let's see how we go. The score's 7-2, 7 minutes left on the counter. We are watching this in quick time. Don't want to piss off too many people. 8-4 is the score. Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan. 742 damage done. Nearly 1,200 assisted damage, and that's from stunning the crew. There's the Batchat 25 TAP. The baby Batchat gets taken out by the Scorpion G. Again, after Ace of Spades shoots and stuns the top tier, tier 9 auto-loading French medium tank. Oh, God. Goes for the artillery kill. Doesn't quite get it. Does manage to stun the crew, and again picks up more and more crew damage. Stunned crew damage up to 2,105. Shoots, critically hits the Rimby Borsig, takes him down to 75 hit points. Picks up some more assisted damage, I think. Only 3 enemy tanks remaining. Make that 2. Looks like he's aiming for the SU-85, and the Waffenträger Panzer IV is back there as well. Only 1 shell remaining, and you know what this can mean. Aims towards the Waffenträger Panzer IV on Fisherman's Bay. 14-6. Is he going to do it? Is he going to take it? He is. Picks up the kill, and look at that. Ammunition down the bottom. 0. That's why he got the Fadins medal. Wow, let's see how he went in that one. A little bit of a different replay there for my old mate, the Ace of Spades from Crazy Clan. On Fisherman's Bay, it's an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for having a ripper of a game. Bruiser medal, Fadins medal for killing the last tank with the last shell remaining in the player's tank. That is a pretty hard one to get. Confederate for damaging more tanks than anyone else. And unfortunately, if that was a medium tank, it'd probably be a little bit more exciting. But with an artillery, when your ping's that bad, I guess artillery is the only thing you can do. You can see he stunned all of those tanks, and that really did increase his score and contribute greatly towards that Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. 2,068 damage done. Second by damage by only 1 hit point of damage. 1,377 base experience. That's because he's in a tier 7. Compared to this pattern's a tier 9. Don't forget that was a tier 9 game. That's why he got the bonus to the experience. 2,068 damage done. 2,508 assisted damage. Ace Tanker, thank you very much. Lost a few credits. Well, he had to use all his ammunition, including his premium rounds. That's probably why. That's with a standard account in that 10-minute game. So, as usual, thank you very much for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check us out on Twitch, Facebook, and all that kind of jazz. Links down below. Take care, and see you all next time.